The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins now. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
They run again on 1st down. Cook able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne
From 4 yards out.
and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Good bounce-back drive right there. Through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Again, it's Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 27 yards.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A first down throw for Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a throw here to his running back.
On the move past the 40.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. They find some open field, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
92 yards.
and the Vikings have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
This complete to David Bell. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run it again with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
Hey, I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Completes to Njoku.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as well.